Hello guys and welcome to my AI tutorial. So let's jump right into it. First things we need to do is open Leonardo AI. That is www.leonardo.ai.com. And of course you have to go sign in, create an account. There is a free version, but the best way is to get at least the cheapest. So this is the main page of Leonardo AI. So here we have some tools and we're gonna go to image creation because that's where we're gonna create our images, and I'm gonna show you a little bit more of these other options. This is to give some motion. It's not so good yet, but it's getting there. And the best other tool this AI has is the upscaler. So it upscale all your pictures, any blur, any images you want to upscale or make it better, make it look more 3D, more 4K, more whatever. This little option here does that. So let's jump right into image creation. So here we have some pictures I already created, but we're gonna start over with you guys, okay? So I already have a prompt for Dragon Ball Z characters that I'm gonna show you guys. So this is where you type your prompt here in this little corner. And this is a prompt we're gonna use for Goku, Dragon Ball Z character. And it goes like this: real life Goku from Dragon Ball Super in his God form, red hair, skinny body, red glare on his eyes, standing on a snow lamp, red aura like lightning around his body, on a position 5, his clothes ripped from battle, cinematic, shot on IMAX, very detailed, AK, and hyper realistic. So those are settings that we use to create human look like or realistic images on AI. I'm also gonna create another video how to prompt and be very good at prompting, and also how to prompt and what to use in your prompts with different images, such as backgrounds, how to change hair color, how to change the clothes, how to change anything on the picture. Each images has different prompts and it needs different prompts. Sometimes you can prompt the same thing on different images, but I don't recommend that. I recommend to do each prompt for each images, and it'll give you a different perspective and different results as well. So as you can see, this is a very simple prompt. Just telling AI what we want, be very specific with the character. For example, in this case, we put real life Goku from Dragon Ball Super in his God form. And we were a little bit specific how his God form is like. So his God form has red hair. He does have a skinny body when he turns Super Saiyan God. And then we're just gonna give it a red glare on his eyes to see if he gets it. And then the most important part now are all the settings that Leonardo AI needs for you guys to make it more realistic. So in this case, we're gonna use Photoreal. Photoreal is the best option right now Leonardo's given us for, well, it says in itself, Photoreal, for real photos itself. This is the best way to make realistic photos. Another setting we're gonna use is the model. The model we're gonna use, you gotta be very specific with this one. There's two versions we can use. Is Leonardo Kino makes, very realistic looking characters, and also Leonardo Diffusion. They both make realistic looking characters. So we're gonna hit Leonardo Diffusion. We're gonna hit it's a Photoreal. So we're gonna hit Leonardo Diffusion, and on this little option, we're gonna use cinematic. Elements, we don't need to use elements yet. Elements is just like if you need extra. It has a bunch of options, but this is just extra stuff or how you want your image to look like. But we're not gonna use any of that right now. Okay, another thing, the dimensions. The dimensions, well, some of you know, some of you don't, but dimensions consist in 16 by 9 is always horizontal for YouTube. And then we go 9:16 is for Reels, Shorts on YouTube. They're more vertical. So that's another option that we need to have on. And that's up to you guys. Depends if you want to create for YouTube, it's more horizontal and you have to do 16:9. And then if you want to do for Reels or TikTok, more vertical, is 9:16. Okay, so I hope you guys got that. Very simple. We're just gonna use the Alchemy and Photo Reel, and we're gonna hit generate, and we're gonna wait for our first generation. And there we go, guys. Here we have our first result. This is Goku, Super Saiyan God, with his red hair, his classic suit, and he's standing on a land full of snow. So this is pretty good, guys. I like it. So you can see all the details, how skinny his body is. He's not so bulky. Okay, so we're gonna hit generate again and see what other results we have. First, we're gonna change our prompts, and now we're gonna do red hair, blue hair, black hair. We're gonna try difference here. We're gonna do blue, and we're gonna try blue hair first, and then let's wait for the results. One thing, guys, I forgot. Always try to have the bottom photo reel on. I didn't know I had it off for a bit, but now we have it on. The photo reel button always has to be on. And here we have our first results with blue hair. So these are pretty good. See how we did here, one for horizontal. This is 16:9. And here we have some other results, some other images with blue hair. See how we have the red energy around hair, around hen, I mean. So these are the options you can use. You can try different models, but to me, Leonardo the Fusion does the best for Dragon Ball characters. Let's see, you can see all the details. I like this one, so we're gonna save it. Okay, guys, so we hit generate again, and as we can see, we did a dimension here for like if you want to do a movie trailer or for your YouTube. This is more, horizontal, 16:9, and here we have better results with more details. I put a little bit more of prompts in it, so we can have a little bit more results. See, I can show you here. Realism, hyper realistic, handsome face. So what we're doing now is just changing the colors to white and silver for the Ultra Instinct. While we wait for that, we're gonna try to do, let's say here, let's do another blue hair just in case. And this is the beauty of AI, because you can just change here colors, background. We're gonna do black hair here. You can change just the boots. You can change maybe a bird next to him, just, So here we have a result for the Ultra Instinct, white and silver hair. It's kind of good. I like it. We just remember, guys, we're trying to make it look as realistic as we can. So in C, you can change here the clothes. If you don't like how the clothes look, you can just change it by typing there. I'm just showing you guys the results of. Oh, and by the way, here, this one is with photo reel off. So imagine the results came out really, really good. So I want to show you guys that by adding some prompts here. By the way, these are just prompts that I learned over the time. Let's see here, Shadow IMAX. We're gonna put the highest resolution. I'll also add a hyper realistic and handsome face. So we're gonna hit generate and see if we get better results. While we wait for that, guys, we're gonna try something different here. We're gonna try to create Vegeta. So we just change the name Goku from Vegeta, and then here we're gonna change the color of the hair. We're gonna do black hair. We're gonna do golden hair for Super Saiyan. Let's say we're gonna do here what we're missing. Okay, and one for blue hair. So we're gonna hit generate and see the results. Okay, our first result came out and it does not look like Vegeta. So I have a little trick for you guys when it doesn't come out like you want it, because it's clearly looking like Goku. So we're gonna hit here to this option called image reference. Image reference, you can choose any images that you wanna copy or create. In this case, we're searching for Vegeta. You just gotta go on another tab, Google, search for Vegeta character. You can choose any pictures. Since we are doing one for Reels, it's gonna be 16:9. We're gonna save it and upload it. Boom, and we'll have our Vegeta here. And this option, we're gonna use content reference because we want our content to be like that, which is Vegeta standing on a cliff or something. So while we wait for Vegeta result, we're gonna see here the results for Goku. Remember that we added some new prompts to make it look more realistic. So these are our results that we have. Honestly, I like this one. I think it came out according to what Goku looked like on his Super Saiyan form. So we're gonna save it and we're gonna take it to our upscaler. Remember we talked about that earlier? Somehow, this is how our scaler looks like. Leonardo Upscale lets you upload any image. It could be either the ones you created or any image you save, and it lets you upscale up to 4K. So we have two options here. The legacy one, which you can convert any image to a cinematic image. We hit the generate, and we also have this option called legacy, which is new one, and it has you can control how much details, how much creativity you want on the picture. I always do between 6 and 7, and we hit generate. This option gives you a little bit more of a realistic look. So here we have our first result with cinematic look, and it looks pretty good, but I think it gave it too much. So we're gonna lower it because those on the chest look like little rocks. So we're gonna lower the creativity, the upscale settings, and see what we have. So here you see, this is a cinematic. See on the chest, it looks like it has some rocks. So we're gonna try to lower. I actually like this one. It makes it look a little bit more realistic. But no, here guys, here we have the best option. Is obviously realistic on the level 6. Makes it look. To me, that looks good. So we're gonna save it. Yeah, I like it. So that's it, guys. This is what the upscale. And reminder, this is optional. You do not have to do this, but it just makes any mistakes on the image, look better, and that's why we use the upscale option. So guys, now we're gonna animate this, and we're gonna hit to Clean AI, which is one of my favorite AI animation tools. There's also this option called Halu AI. It's also new. It's a Chinese AI, which makes really good movies, and it has a bunch of options that we're gonna get into it, but I'll also use this to animate my Dragon Ball Z characters. So as you can see, I already have an account. These are some of the, see, this is Android 17 I've been doing here. These are sort of my prompts I've been creating, and yeah, we'll get into that other AI in another video, but this is the AI I've been using for the videos that you guys been liking on my reels. The software is called Clean AI. So here we go, guys. Like all AIs, it has these options, like you can stand 5 to 10 seconds. It has the professional mode, the standard mode, That depends on how many credits you want to spend. And also you have to create an account. I would suggest you to you can do this for free, but I suggest you to get a subscription. So here we have the image we upscale on Leonardo, and we're gonna upload it to Clean AI. So while that's uploading, this is where the prompt goes. Every AI has a prompt section. You just have to look for it. We're not gonna use a prompt this time. We're just gonna use the magic of Clean AI and see what we have. And we're just gonna use the generate button and click it. So while we wait for that, guys, now we're gonna write a prompt. Let's see what we're gonna use here. Real life Goku, of course. We're gonna say walking towards the camera. These are settings that I personally use. Of course, you can use other directions like walking backwards or walking to the left, or basically any direction you want the character to walk towards to. Let's see here. Let's just use the cinematic settings, which is kind of like a live action cine movie look like. So we're just gonna use these simple prompts and hit generate. All right, guys, so we have our first option here that it's Goku without any prompt. Remember, we didn't write any prompts. We just hit generate and use the power of Clean AI. So let's see what results we have. And it's pretty good. He barely moved at the end. He moved his lips and arms. But yeah, that's option one. Option two, with the prompt that we use. Remember, real life Goku walking towards the camera, cinematic. So this is what Clean AI gave us. And boom. And remember, guys, these are just very simple prompts. You know, you can always change. And like I said, I'm going to make another video where I'm going to teach you how to be a master at prompting. So, guys, this is option number 2. And option number 3, I did it while we were waiting. I put a tracking camera movement, which is one of the camera movements that AI use, which kind of focus on their faces. And this is the result. So it's just like a zoom in and just he kind of talks for a sec. But you can change these settings as many times as you want for walking, jumping, running, or powering up. You can change all these settings. You can just tell AI what do you want your character to do, basically. Okay, guys, what we're doing here is that we're gonna use now a image as a reference. That's an option that Leonardo has, and we're gonna use one of the image we already created. You can do this too. You can even go to my Instagram, or you can search them online and use them as content reference. Just search for the image guidance option. It's right in the middle. Then on the type, we're gonna hit. You see how we have all these options? You know, you can use style reference, character reference, content reference, and that's the one we're gonna use, content reference, because we want our content to look just like the one we uploaded. And of course we're gonna use it on high because we want him to look just like the picture we just uploaded. See how I have different pictures that I use as content reference. So right now we're gonna try to recreate this Goku Super Saiyan 3. Let's see what we get. Okay, guys. So now we're gonna change the prompt. Okay, let's see here what we wanna change. Real life Goku is standing on a, let's see. Okay, but first let's do this. So real life Goku with very long, let's do blonde hair. Let's see, let's change this for wearing. Let's see, a rape, blue and red, karate suit. Red and blue, let's see, classic karate suit. So that way AI knows I'm talking about Goku's specific clothes. Okay, what else we're gonna add here with a lightning storm in the background. We'll see if we change that. And we hit generate while we wait for that. Boom. So we have our first result. It looks pretty good. It's just the color kind of came out messed up. But now I have another trick, guys, for you. When a picture doesn't come out with the clothes you want or the color, this is another option you can use on image guidance. Is called style reference. Style reference allows you to use the style of the image you want, and the AI will copy that and put it on your image. So to reinforce and make it look more like Goku, you can either find an image online or just put the anime of Goku, a picture of the anime, on the style reference, and then you will have exactly his hair, his clothes, and you know how he looks like. Okay, while we wait for that, let's see what results we get. Remember, guys, always have content reference, and that's the kind of content you want and the style you want for reinforcement. So here we have our result with style reference, and I think it came out pretty good and really close to looking like Goku Super Saiyan 3. So yes, we can all agree that Super Saiyan 3 doesn't have eyebrows. We can go and take that out. We can just type you want Goku without eyebrows. That's very simple. Okay, guys, and here we use one of Goku's just normal form, I guess, with black hair, and the images came out with just orange suit. So here we gotta add a red karate pants and karate suit, red and blue boots as well, and hit generate. And voila, this is the results we got, being a little bit more specific with the karate suit that Goku wears. I wish it was like giving us, I don't know why it's giving us the back, but the clothes look really good. I like it. Okay, guys, and we have our results for Vegeta. So these are results. The only bad thing that the mentions came back a little bit bad, and it's like covering half of his forehead and his hair. So we're gonna remix this one because I liked. Again, guys, for the Rio always on. Then we're gonna use here for image guidance. We're gonna use our Vegeta. Let's see if we can change it for this one, which has more color and more stuff in the background. We're gonna upload this picture that I got from Google, and we're gonna use the same style I was using for Goku. So we're just adding dynamic position instead of fighting position. So that way, every time you want like a action movement or like a figure fighting, instead of fighting, always type in dynamic position and it will come out. So in here we're using the style, the anime style, to see if the clothes or the suit or the armor Vegeta use comes out a little bit more clear. Here you see I have many options to use, and I have chosen to use one of my creations that I think I typically, to create that I'm using as a style reference, I use just Vegeta in the air as content reference. So here we have some result, guys. Remember, you need to use content reference that's gonna show exactly what you want on your image, and the style reference is like what colors, what background, what kind of material you kind of want your character to look like. So that's what it's called, style reference. So here we go, guys. Here we have pretty good results of Vegeta. See how we got the golden Super Saiyan aura around him because we typed it in the prompts. Let's say if you want to do just Super Saiyan blue, you can just type in blue aura or blue energy surrounding him or blue energy around him. There's many ways you can type in to get the aura and energy thing that is so original from Dragon Ball Z series. So here we got some good results, guys. I think I'm gonna pick this one. Yeah, and here we're gonna doing the upscale. Like I said, this is optional, but I always recommend it because it makes it look better. I like this one. It looks more like a human. It looks very realistic. And we're gonna take it to our clean AI. We're gonna use a prompt we already used on Vegito, and we're just gonna upload our pictures. Here's our prompt. He's descending towards the camera, then the camera orbits around him, and as he follows the camera with his eyes and head, strong winds blowing his hair and clothes. So that gives so like a live action effect when you put strong winds. In another video, I'm gonna explain all this camera movement and how to prompt on Clean AI to get the best results. Another things, guys, the negative prompts are very important. Those are prompts, those are things you don't want to see on your video. In this case, I always use blur, deformation, and plastic looks. So it doesn't look like the skin is plastic. It looks like a real skin. This is our result that we got from our character that we created in Leonardo. And just like that, guys, we have our 5-second shot. You can make it up to 10. Here we have our first 5-second shot of Vegeta just floating in the air. In another video, I'm gonna show you how to really use all the power of Clean AI and teach you how to prompt, teach you how to use camera, different camera movements, different styles, different settings, and animations Clean AI is capable of using. In another video, I'm also gonna teach you guys how to use Runway, which is one of the most famous AI tools out there. It's been out for a couple of years now. And then also the new Chinese AI called Hello AI. I'm gonna make another video for you guys where I'm gonna teach you how to extract all the powers of those animation tools that AI has for us up to date. In the next video, I'm also gonna share my secrets, my personal secret techniques and prompts I've been using during the years, and I've been also learning new prompts during the years that I've been using AI, especially for video and animation. Honestly, my goal for you guys is to make you a good prompter. Once you learn how to dominate camera movement, how to use different settings for live action shorts, for short films, for 3D animations, for lifelike characters. Once you get all that, it'll be much easier to just upload a picture, and you already know by looking at the image, you will know already in your mind what do you want, what kind of movement you want. Do you want it over the shoulder? Do you want behind the back? Do you want the camera to move right, left, up, down? So all those little details I'm gonna teach you in another video so you can become a really good prompter. Well, that's it for this lesson, guys. I hope you take something from this. Anything you guys create, don't forget to share it on my Instagram, or if you want, we can do a collab. And thank you guys for purchasing this video. Have a nice day.